My day hasn't been great. It can only get better. So I've come down here fishing with my wife Lauretta. I'm not hard to make happy. I'm not hard to please. Just give me a hook and a little bit of cheese. Me and Lauretta are going cod fishing. Righto folks, Lauretta and I have come down to the lower Ovens River to do a little bit of bait fishing for Murray cod, but disaster has struck. I absolutely screwed up. I put everything in the car to perfection. I got down here then realised I forgot the rods. I've got rods in the car, thankfully, but they're not the rods I'd normally use. When I'm bait fishing, I've normally got cheaper rods and reels with spinning reels and line, monofilament line. Today, we're fishing with the good bait caster rods and heavy braided line with cheese. It's not ideal, but it's the way it's got to be. We're bait fishing for Murray cod with our lure fishing setup. You see that? Venom 6 kilogram bait caster from the Cork Grip series. Easily the most expensive fishing rod that I've ever been bait fishing with. That'll do. My eyes won't be wandering too far from my fishing rod this evening, I can tell you. The last thing I want is a 20-centimetre trout cod to pull my venom into the river. And that's not a very secure looking stick, Robert. If I lay it that way, it might be okay. I'll leave my rod really low like that, so that if a fish does grab it, it's got to pull it right around to get it into the water. Rightio, now we've got our rods in. Loretta's got a heavy cod rod down there with a Karate bait caster on it. She's also got my my spinning cod rod that I use sometimes with a big heavy Piscafun reel on it. So she's using those two. I've got my main cod rod here that I use for most of my cod videos, my Venom cod rod, and this is the newest addition to my fishing family. The rod I've had since the 1990s. It's an ultralight bait caster setup. I had a Shimano Calcutta CT 50 on it many years ago. Just last week I thought I loved that rod and I never use it anymore. I'm going to get a reel for it. I went out and bought this. It's a Daiwa Fugo, I think it's called, 100 size. Daiwa Fugo CT 100. I shared the photo on Instagram and a lot of people said that they had one and they liked it, and so far I'm very impressed. I've bought this for yellow belly and cod fishing because it's a 1 to 2 kilo rod and it's very, very whippy. It's great fun for chasing yellow belly and redfin, but it's a bit light for cod. But that's all I've got at the moment because my other cod rods are in the water with bait. So rather than put a big heavy lure on it, which just wouldn't work with a rod this size, I've gone with a lipless crankbait that I had. This came to my mail time section a while ago. This is a jigglefishing lipless crankbait. It's the same as the one that I caught the redfin on over at Waranga Basin last week, except it's quite a bit bigger. It's good for yellow belly, and I reckon a cod will hit it too. So we'll sit here, we'll bait fish with these 3 rods, and I'm just going to have a few casts with this lipless crankbait in between reeling in monsters on the bait rods. Well, that's the plan anyway. Even that lure alone, look at what it's doing to the end of that rod. It's a very soft tip rod. A great fun rod, but not a great cod rod. I sure would like a real good bite on the cheese. You want? I'll just cast me lipless crankbait out. Is it a good one or a little one? Oh, nice little cod. I'll come and unhook him for you. Right, Lauretta has picked up the first fish. Can you just keep your eye on my rod? Yeah. Well done. Oh. Do you want to touch him or pat him or whatever you... What's that? Put him back in. Put him straight back in? There you go, folks. We're on the board. Well, we're on the board as a team, but it's really Lauretta that's on the board with a nice little Murray cod. Probably about 30 centimetres or a bit less. There, buddy. Well done. Oh, you won again. What am I doing wrong? This is not fair. I'm feeling ripped off here. Good thing I left the pliers down here last time. Look at that, you are on fire. He's even smaller, but fish is a fish. Well done. We've gone from 30 centimetres down to 25. See you, buddy. Lauretta has picked up 2 cod in quick succession using cheese. I haven't had a bite yet myself. Anyway, that's just how it goes. Rightio folks, now just while I'm watching my rod here and while I'm waiting for Lauretta to catch her 3rd fish to my none, I just want to tell you something that happened to me last night. I was at one of the pubs in Wangaratta and I was sitting down having a beer, and a Chinese man came down beside me and he sculled his beer, and I said to him, "You don't know Kung Fu or Taekwondo or karate or anything, do you?" And he said, "No, why are you asking me? Because I'm Japanese?" I said, "No, because you just drank my beer. I'm getting a bite." Got him. Whatever I got. This better not be a turtle. Oh, this isn't fair. You catch cod, I catch turtles. How is that even fair? That's a big turtle and I've got to get past here to land it. I know what I'll do. I'll see if I can get him out past. Can you pass me those pliers from over there? The size of it. Oh. Can you just hold the rod? Alright folks, this is a brave move because I can barely even reach the ground. Oh. Come on buddy. Look at the size of the turtle. That's the biggest turtle I've ever seen. Mate, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Calm down, you're almost done, you're almost done, you're almost done. Look. Got him. There you go, mate. That has got to be the biggest turtle or tortoise that I've ever seen. It was enormous. Loretta's catching cod and I'm catching turtles. The Chinese man is going to wish he'd never drank my beer. That was the biggest turtle I've seen. I just hope he doesn't go telling all these other turtles that there's a banquet of cheese being served up in this bottom hole here. You know how the turtles communicate with each other? You know how he would tell all the other turtles about the cheese? They call each other on their shell phone. Come on, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. Is the fish still on it? Is the fish gone? Yeah. Oh no. I thought that rod was going to end up in a drink then. I thought, oh, here goes the rod. I'd say it was a cod. Yeah. Well, folks, the thing we've been fearing the most all evening just happened, almost. An expensive Murray cod bait caster setup almost got put in a drink by a fish. If it wasn't for Loretta's ninja-like reflexes, she dived for that rod like a Melbourne Renegades outfielder and just picked it up in the gully before it made its way into the river. You've got to be so careful when you're fishing for Murray cod because when they bite, they pull rods in. Rightio, the lipless crankbait didn't catch a fish, so I've put on a little Damiki air frog. I was going to go a depth buzz jet, but I just think with the light line and the whippy rod, the buzz jet's a bit heavier, a bit harder to cast. So I decided to go the frog. The good old Damiki air frog, and look at that just swimming across the surface. Boof. How good does that look? You listen to it land. Oh shit, it's on over all them trees. You didn't hear it before that time because I cast it too big. What's that? Oh, you hear that? Look at the size of the boil. Something just clobbered me air frog. 2 cod, a turtle and a boof. Well, last time we went out all we caught was 2 turtles, so we got 2 cod and 1 boof, better than last time. We've had a great time, folks. The fishing hasn't been red hot, but we have caught a few. We brought the wrong rods, but we've done the best we could with what we had. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a big fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and turn the notifications on, and I'll see you in the next video.